that video.
The gist of it is that my company, Pure Choice Apparel, runs Candace's store.
Right.
And we've been doing for several years, and we have a contract with Candace Owens.
Right.
Before Charlie died and any of this stuff ever happened.
Yep.
So we have a contract with her. And I don't take an income from the business. I hired somebody to run that business. I just own the business. I'm not in the creative meetings unless it's a high tier thing. Like I've had to meet, and people got to realize how this business works. And it is a business. Candace Owens is an influential person. She's not in the meetings, and I'm not in the meetings. People come together to come up with graphic designs and stuff like that. My people talk to her people.
Okay.
If there's a higher priority, I don't go to Candace, I go to her husband. Who manages this stuff. So him and I will have a conversation about this stuff. All of the nuance and different things like that, I don't participate in. I'm a CEO.
I'm just going to stop for a second because he literally just disagreed with what he just said. He said he doesn't have any dealings with the company, but if there's a high tier problem, I go to her husband. So what is it, sir? Is it hands off? Are you in the nuance? See what I mean? Like this is what happens this is why I say Brandon Tatum is a coward, a 4-star general in the war of cowardness. He is a Purple Heart veteran of cowardness. And I hate it because I missed that. I missed that part when I did the reaction to the video. I don't want to do another video about it, but I might have to.
I'm an owner of that company. I'm not even really the CEO. I don't really do anything with that company. But we do manage her stuff. So now we're in a predicament because, and I'm not going to not do her stuff. I'm just saying we're in a predicament with people's opinion because we're doing that. Candace has been my friend. Candace has been loyal, and Candace entrusted us to do her stuff before all this ever happened. And when Turning Point or any of these other people didn't work with us at all, they don't do merch with me. We down the street. We're in the same city.
And you never did merch.
They never did merch with me. They don't do merch with me, and that's their choice, and that's fine. Candace and I had a relationship a long time ago, and we've been doing business together. So now she does something and make a shirt that I don't agree with.
And what
it was a shirt,
Daddy's Home,
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm going to say this again because I said it in the video before, and I want you to just watch. Brandon Tatum is trying his very best to make it sound like he doesn't know what the shirt says. He is trying his very best. I know that I have tagged him to that video about that shirt. He knows about the shirt. He's well aware with it of it. To act there like it says I don't know. He's being duplicitous. He's being disingenuous. He knows about that shirt. Because I know I'm not the only one who's tagged him. I tag him all the time when I'm asking about this. And I know countless other people on X that are wearing this topic out. He's being duplicitous. I don't know what the shirt says. It says something about your mama, your daddy. Yeah, I'm gonna push your man. I don't know. It says something. He's just he's lying.
Like I don't watch her show, but I think I seen a clip that kind of sounded like that was kind of a sneak diss to Candace, to Charlie.
Yeah,
and
talk me through why you think that's offensive because I may not. Let
me finish the business
totally,
side
absolutely.
Of it. I'm not counseling folk because I disagree with things they do.
Okay, and I want y'all to remember what he just said. I'm not canceling people because I disagree with what they do. Please understand, me not agreeing with you and saying I don't need to work with you because we don't see ideologically where we should roll. That's fine. That's fine. That's not canceling. Because I guarantee you, when I tell people that I am a Calvinist, everybody gets in their feelings. Oh my gosh, he's a Reformed Presbyterian, he's a Calvinist. And they get in the feeling. I'm like, okay, I would have still worked with you. I don't care. I don't know what your problem is. Well, what are we doing? You made that decision, but you're not canceling me. I'm still on the platform. I'm still doing what I'm doing. I'm still talking loud in my studio outside of my kitchen. You didn't cancel me. You just chose not to work with me. That is your prerogative. You can make that decision. You don't have to, okay, fine. But I'm not going to sit there and feign like you canceled me. This is one of those things, and we're going to talk about it later when we get to the scriptures. We're going to talk about that. People love to, oh, you're canceling me. Don't you believe in the First Amendment? What are you talking about? You're free to go talk. I just don't want to talk to you. It's that easy. But see, this is that lowbrow beta male behavior that the 4-star general of cowardliness keeps putting out, Brandon Tantrum. This is some low tier stuff, my guy.
Because it's more to a business than just me and somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Candace has been very successful with her merch stuff for years.
Yeah.
And we have hired people specifically to address the needs of her store. It's no way in the world I'm going to get upset because I don't agree with something she did and cancel her store and put these people out of work. That's not going to happen.
Because she has the right to do.
She can do whatever she want to do, man.
I guarantee you. I gave 4 examples in the video. I promise you, it won't take but much to prove Brandon Tatum is a fraud here. Go ahead and say Candace Owens wants to put out pornography. That's it. I want to put some Magic City behavior on a coffee mug. You're gonna put it out there? There's not a limit. I mean, there is a point where Brandon Tatum is going to go against what he said because he's unprincipled and undisciplined. He is run by money. The bread is running this conversation. It ain't got nothing to do with Christ. And I'm gonna point that out in a moment as well. I'm like, this is just infuriating. I literally had a different video planned. And I watched this again and I saw this clip that I'm gonna show y'all in a moment. And I said, you know what? Hold on. I might still bring in Vody to help bring us calm this thing down. But no, Brandon Tatum is a complete and utter coward. That's all it is.
I don't want to get into a business of suppressing people's speech and doing cancel culture.
Right.
If somebody else don't like what she's doing, well, come do business with me.
Okay, so then everybody who leaves your comments and say, I'm not going to subscribe to your channel, they're canceling you. Is that what we're doing? I see 10 of those a day. I'm going to probably see 10 today. So are they canceling me, Brandon? Are they canceling you, Brandon? You told us the other day you didn't care if people canceled you and left your channel. Now all of a sudden you don't want to get in there and cancel people. You're saying that were they canceling you when they said they didn't want to subscribe to you? You told them they were farts in the wind and you didn't give a flip about them. Remember that? But now all of a sudden you care.
The shirt you like. I don't believe in none of that. So I don't like the shirt.
Yeah.
Because I see it as a sneak diss.
Sure.
Now this is why
Do you see now he knows about the shirt? Do you see now just literally 2.5 minutes later, he knows about the shirt? But a moment ago, he didn't know what the shirt was. Come on, man, Brandon. Which one is it? Pick your lane, pick your struggle, my dude. Which one is it?
People are thinking it's a sneak diss because Charlie Kirk, and this is very clear, unless you're retarded. Charlie Kirk celebrated Shabbat. Charlie Kirk wrote a book about Shabbat.
Okay.
Endorsed or dedicated to Dennis Prager, who's a Jew. And I did Shabbat with Dennis Prager and his family one time.
Can you explain for those who may not know what Shabbat is?
It's a Sabbath. You know, like in the Bible, it's in the 10 Commandments.
So like Saturday.
It's Saturday is the
Please don't get your theology from Brandon Tatum. I'm not going to argue with you about the Sabbath. I'm not going to argue with you about it, but just do me this favor. Don't get your theology from the black man on the screen. Don't get your theology from me. Get it from a pastor who can sit down with you and talk with you through it. Do not get your theology from off the internet like that. Don't do it. You can get some ideas, but you need to have a pastor that can sit down with you, that can call you, that can go to coffee with you, that preaches the word of God to you on a regular basis. Do not get your theology from Brandon Tatum.
Rest, like, does God make the world in 7 days or 6 days and he rested on the 7th? Yeah. So historically, that 7th day of rest is on Saturday. So Jewish belief and history, Jesus and everybody else that we know in the Bible celebrated or observed the Sabbath. Okay. It's in the 10 Commandments, and it's also something that every historical Jew has done. And so Christians decide to do something different, which I don't agree with what Christians do. I think that Christians should observe the Sabbath. Now, I don't, but I think I might start because it makes biblical sense. Okay. But anyway, Charlie wrote a book about it because that's what he believed. And after he died, obviously the book come out. Erica promoted the book for him and did all the tours that he's supposed to do in his place because he's dead, so he couldn't do them. So
again, I just want to make sure y'all do realize he now is giving you the full background of the shirt and how the shirt came into being. But just 3 minutes and 18 seconds ago, he didn't know about the shirt. I just want to make sure y'all all saw that.
Candace seems to have made a video mocking. I don't watch her stuff, so I just see clips every now and again. I think she made a video mocking Erica. I think insinuating that Erica is like putting on about Charlie's love for Israel and stuff.
Okay. Oh, where did all this come from? Where did all this knowledge come from?
She's not putting on. He wrote a book about it.
Right.
And so I saw a clip that Candace did somewhere where she says, Daddy's Shabbat Shalom, Daddy's home. And she was kind of like making fun of that situation as if Erica was lying about Charlie putting his phone away at night when he come home on Saturdays and dedicating himself to family. That I don't like that. I don't think that makes sense for Candace to do that. But I think that's where the shirt came from. And I don't.
Thought you said you didn't know anything about the shirt. Like you literally know everything about it now. Okay. I just want to make sure we caught that. And that's that double standard foolishness right there. He knew about that shirt. He knew about it. There's no way. I'm sorry. You mean to tell me one of your biggest clients, when they put out a shirt, you don't know about it? The manager at your store doesn't say, hey, by the way, our big client, Jim Bob was here and they rolled out some new shirts, some new merch. You don't know about it? They just put it out and you have no idea. Okay. All right. That's what I'm supposed to believe.
Manage any of that stuff. So I didn't even know that shirt is even something that was developed. So I saw it on her page and then somebody was talking about it. But yeah, our company does, our company amongst a ton of other influencers, we do their merch. And I'm not going to stop doing Candace Owens merch.
Right.
I'm just not. That's just how it is, man. And it's business at the end of the day.
So, I mean, ultimately,
so it's business at the end of the day. It's not a principle. It's not a moral stance. So therefore, the idea that would he do, because in a moment, he's going to talk about why he would do a shirt for Nick Fuentes. And you're like, well, there's clearly no principles here. So Nick Fuentes could put out a shirt with the N-word, hard R on it. I guess you would print it. And maybe if they put a picture of you on it, and had N-word with a hard R on it, you would still print it. Because it's just money at the end of the day. It's just bread at the end of the day. Bread spins.
You're thinking of it from, wait, she has the freedom to do exactly what she wants.
I got to be consistent, bro. I believe in the freedom of speech and expression. I can't be a hypocrite and say, I believe in freedom of speech and expression, except when it offends me. Because I don't
know, but it's you, though. It reflects on you. That is the problem. And we're going to talk about this in a minute. We are going to turn this into a Bible study because I'm just like, this is crazy work. This is some crazy work. Like, again, this is some crazy. I'm sorry.
I don't like when people do that to me, man. I got a business and I don't think I should be blackballed out of the industry because of my political beliefs or something I've said on the internet.
Yeah. Is
the product good or not?
Yep.
Do you have a contract to do a business or not? People act like they want me to break my contract. I mean, we won't break my contract. What are we gonna do? What is getting rid of her merch look like? In mid-print, we're just gonna not print the stuff that people.
So this is the part that's gonna probably make a lot of people upset. I am gonna talk about this breaking of a contract because I'm sorry, there are gonna be some people who are upset with me, and that's okay. Come on up here to the front of the church, get yourself a seat up here so you can be extra mad. But this is some crazy work, man.
People may have paid for and purchased. That's a lawsuit
that you're legally bound to.
You're legally bound through documents, which I'm fine because I agree to them and they're fair.
Yeah.
And then also there are people who are purchasing products that what are we going to do? Not fulfill the product? Huh. And then therefore people are not getting the product that they paid for. And then therefore lawsuits happen. There's no need to do none of that stuff.
You do realize that there's something called refund, right? If you say, well, yeah, this shirt right here, we can't print this, y'all. And 12 people have bought it already. Let's go ahead and refund their money, give them back, an extra $5 or something of that nature. And we're good. We're going to just call it a game. Nobody going to sue you over a $60 hoodie if they got their $60 back. What are we talking about? And again, I'm going to talk about this breaking of a contract. And this is something else.
Because people have the freedom to say and do whatever they want to do. Because it's an impartial business operation. I don't discriminate against people. I really don't. And especially not people with their opinions. I can disagree with your opinion.
Yeah.
But that is your product, that's your store, and then you have to deal with that. And if somebody don't like it or whatever, you can come make a shirt to disagree with that, and I'll sell, and we'll print your shirt.
So
all right, so that's Brandon Tatum. Yeah, this isn't. I'm gonna still call. I see some people saying he's not a coward. That's cool. I ain't mad at y'all if y'all disagree with me on that. I'm gonna still call him a coward. He's an unprincipled coward. He's not more to anything that resembles truth at all. He's literally just, hey, I don't want you to sue me. I don't want you to sue. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Break my contract? Dude, give him the money back. Give him the bread back. Give him the bread back. It's not a hard thing. Give him the bread back. If you're not going to make the shirt, you just give him, it's not a hard, and he knows that. He's trying to go to the most bombastic. Nobody's trying to tell you to do that. But on the same note, though, when you realize that somebody's, and I'm sure, I'm hoping at least, in this contract, there's something that we have a moral obligation to uphold some certain principles. Would he put up a shirt that said "F the police" or delete police, delete ICE? Would he be okay with printing that shirt? I'm 100% certain he would come up with a way to not do that shirt. But now, because of Candace, he won't do the right thing. I'm sorry. There's no way. Again, I promise you, I could find a scenario that Brandon Tatum would not print that shirt, and will be big chest about it. He'll be proud to say, "Oh, I'm not printing this shirt. Oh, blah blah blah. I'm not printing this shirt." I guarantee you, he will find a way not to print it. If I put his picture on there with an N word on there and a hard R, and I guarantee you, he would not print that shirt. He wouldn't. I'm sorry. This doesn't make any sense. Would he print Kamala 2028? See, come on, man. Like, stop it. You do have a place that you like. We won't go that far. I'm sorry. You just won't. One of the things I think the main issue with Brandon Tatum, in my opinion, because I do want to bring in this video because he talks about why he would print a shirt for Nick Fuentes, which is this crazy work. To me, that is probably, we've now hit the floor of how bad it could get. Do not be unequally yoked. And this, of course, is from the book of 2 Corinthians. Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. For what partnership has righteousness with lawlessness? Or what fellowship has light with darkness? And I think that's a question we need to ask Brandon. Like, how do you have fellowship with somebody who's operating in darkness? How does that work? How does that play out? And one of the problems I've noticed with many people who profess to be Christians. So again, this might be an equal opportunity. This rant is rated E for everybody. A lot of us don't actually want to seek truth. We feel like we're saved. Christ has saved us from our sin, and we're good to go. We don't have to do anything more than that. We're not required to be any more different than the world. And to me, I think that's a bad take. Paul said this to 2 Timothy. And as he's rounding these bases, he says, "You, however, have followed my teaching, my conduct, my aim in life, my faith, my patience, my love, my steadfastness, my persecutions and sufferings that happened to me in Iconium and Antioch and in Lystra, which persecutions I endured, yet from them all the Lord rescued me." Paul didn't pay his way out. Paul didn't worry about what was going to happen. He said the Lord delivered him from these persecutions. So kind of like the persecution of breaking a contract. I'm just saying, let's continue. Indeed, all who desire to live godly. This is not some of us. This is everybody who professes to be a Christian. Everybody who desires or says that they are in Christ. All who desire to live a godly life in Christ Jesus will be persecuted. They're not going to be made. You're not going to be somebody's friend. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose friends, and your friend is going to turn against you, and she's going to say bad things about you. She's going to put out bad text messages and emails and all that kind of stuff like that. But she's going to prove to you that she's not your friend, Brandon. We all suffer persecution, while evil people and imposters will go on from bad to worse. They're going to keep getting views. They're going to keep on rocking. They're going to look like they're not getting sued. They're going to look like, how in the world are these people still allowed to do this? How are they staying on platform? If I don't answer this question twice, I answer it 10 times a day. How is this woman still on platform? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. and I think Paul probably was looking into the future, and he said they go from bad to worse, deceiving and being deceived. If that's not what Candace has done to Brandon and to her, the Cantifa cult, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. She deceiving them and they being deceived. She tricking and they getting tricked. But as for you, well, who's the you? It's all who want to live godly. As for you, continuing what you have learned and have firmly believed, knowing from whom you have learned it, and how from your childhood you have been acquainted with the sacred writings, which are able, wait, whoa, the sacred writings? You mean the scriptures? Oh, okay. So you mean the Bible? Okay, got you, Paul. What can I do with that? Which are able to make you wise for salvation through faith in Jesus Christ. Man, okay. So I can come to saving faith understanding the scriptures. The scriptures are sufficient for me to come to saving faith. That's just a little side note. But let me get to the upshot. All scripture is breathed out by God and is profitable for teaching, for reproof, for correction, and for training in righteousness, that the man, and I will add, or woman of God, may be complete, equipped in every good, here it comes, every good work. Everything that we need comes from scripts. We're good. I don't need to sit here and be, woe is me, the sky's falling, woe is me, Candace gonna come after me, woe is me, Brandon gonna be mad because I call him a 4-star general in cowardness. Am I equipped for every good work? Am I leaning on the scriptures for rebuke and reproof and for correction and training in righteousness? Then okay, then so be it. Am I looking at somebody who wanted to put a shirt on my store that did not reflect the moral attitude that I believe we should have in the position that I have? You know what? You can't have that shirt. We're not going to do that shirt. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that shirt. Oh, well, I'm going to sue you. I guess we're going to have to get sued then. Okay. God is going to deliver me from my persecution. I know people don't like this, and Brandon Tatum going to be super mad if somebody told him. But my dude, if she sues you because you broke your contract, guess what? She's proving to you the person that she is. She's showing you the person that she is. Well, you already knew. I think Brandon Tatum already knows what kind of person Candace is. This is not new information. He already knows this. But if you're not willing to stand on scripture, then therefore you stand for nothing. But the funny thing is, there's actually a passage that reflects what Brandon is doing. There's actually a verse that really points out what Brandon is doing. Let me show you real quick. This is Psalm 20, verse 7. Let me pull it in big screen for y'all. Sorry about that. 20, verse 7. It says this. Actually, let me read the whole thing. I'm going to stay right here. Some put their trust in chariots and some in horses. But we trust in the name of the Lord our God. I think you already know where we're going with that, right? Absolutely. Brandon is trusting in money. Brandon is trusting in bread. Brandon is trusting in a contract, not in the fact that I need to uphold a standard, even in your business. For crying out loud, you call it, was it pure print? Like pure what? Pure foolishness? I know you liked that episode. This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.